What's up, guys? It's Kyle here with KMJ TIRE. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change some tires on some aftermarket rims. First thing we're going to do, guys, is break the bead of the tire, and we're going to do that with the bead breaker here on the machine, whatever machine you're using. I'm sure you know how to use it. What we want to be careful of is we want to break the bead, but with the valve stem on the opposite side. If you break the bead with the valve stem on that side, you're going to rip the sensor off 100% of the time. So always recommend it. Break the bead opposite of the valve stem. Once you break the bead, we're going to open up the jaws. We're going to place the tire inside here. We're going to close the beads, the clamps, on the bead of the rim here. All right, guys, we got the rim clamped to the machine here. As you can see, we're on the outside of the wheel, and that's where you want to be. You clamp from the inside, you're going to scratch the wheels on the inside. Some customers are going to give you a big grief for this. All right, guys, next, the beads are broken. The clamps are clamped from the outside of the wheel. Next, what we're going to do is use our helper arm here. Not every machine has one, but this sure does help. So we're just going to put a little bit of slight pressure on that. Slight pressure. We're going to take our lube here, and we're going to, this helps the machine a lot, guys. We're going to help the machine by lubing this up, which is less resistance for the machine. Go ahead and get that all lubed up there. All right, guys, so we've broken the bead, we've clamped from the outside, we've lubed around the rim. Now what we're gonna do is remove the first bead. Again, what you want is the valve stem here, because if we do it the valve stem over here, you're gonna rip the sensor off. You always want the valve stem away from any pinch points. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is take your tool, take your bar, we're gonna press down. Listen, guys, one hand, super easy, guys. We're gonna go around. Now this is super easy because we lubed it. You don't lube it, it's gonna be harder. And again, we want the valve stem by the tire machine head for no pinch points to rip off the tire sensor. All right, so we got both beads broken with the bead breaker of the machine. We've mounted the tire and wheel onto the machine, and we've clamped from the outside with the wheel clamps. We've lubed around our first bead, and we've removed our first bead. Now what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and remove the second bead, and we're gonna use the helper arm to do this. So what we're gonna do, guys, put the helping arm under the tire. We got our bar positioned for dismount. We're gonna raise that arm. That arm's gonna raise up, and what we're gonna do is just come over here and help it a little, guys. We're gonna come over here and help it, and this is why I use a helper arm, because you can do this with one hand. People think this is so hard. I'm gonna show you how to do at 275, 55, 20 with one hand. Oh, we're gonna lift up there a little bit more. We go back and we're gonna take some more up here. And there we go, guys. So now we're ready to flip this bar over the last bead, which is right here. Nice and easy, guys. I'm gonna show you over here the sensor. So the sensor's right there, so it's out of harm's way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the helping arm over here. So the helping arm is now lowered. And what we're gonna do, guys, is just take it off. Go ahead and take that final bead off. And then voila, we got the tire dismounted and ready to mount, guys. Super easy. Again, I'm gonna show you here. Take that off there. We're gonna release that. There you go, guys. One arm, one hand, tire dismount, 275, 55, 20. All right, guys, so we went ahead and dismounted the tire. What we did also is we cleaned up around the bottom bead and the top bead there with a wire brush. We got a good cleaning in there, and we've even applied a thin layer of bead sealer. So what the bead sealer is gonna do, guys, it's gonna create a seal and make sure that it has less chances of leaking in cold weather, especially cold weather. So what we're mounting today, guys, is we're mounting a Falcon Wild Peak AT4. Great tire, guys, American made. Love these tires, we sell lots of them. All right, we got the tire all dismounted. We got the beads all cleaned up. We got the thin layer of bead sealer on there to avoid any leaks. We've lubed up our tire, and now we're ready to mount the tire. But first, before we mount the tire, we're gonna take a look at this red dot and this yellow dot here. So this red dot, this symbolizes the heaviest part of the tire. This yellow dot symbolizes the lightest part of the tire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line that yellow dot up with the valve stem, because the valve stem will be the heaviest part of the rim. So we're gonna go ahead and we lubed it all up, and now we're ready for mounting, guys. All right, now we got the tire positioned on the wheel, ready for mount. And what we've done is we lined up our yellow with the valve stem. And then what we're gonna do this time, guys, is we're gonna switch the valve stem position because now the pinch point's over here. You want the valve stem opposite of the tire head when mounting because that's opposite of the pinch points. So now we got it all lined up, just laying on here, guys, and all we have to do is just go ahead and rotate that on there. There's our first bead. And as you can see, the yellow dot's nice and lined up with the valve stem. So what we're gonna do, and again, we're gonna bring our valve stem over opposite of the head because we don't want no pinch points. And all we're gonna do, guys, is just put a little bit of pressure with our bar. I'm gonna say around 6 o'clock there. We got it underneath. You wanna make sure that the bead stays underneath this head. And what we're gonna do, guys, is just go ahead and mount that on there. Just like that, guys. So we have a little bit of lining up to do with the yellow to the valve stem, but that's easy work. We're just gonna line that up and we're gonna air it up, guys. And that's all there is to changing a tire. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. We got all 4 tires mounted and ready for balancing. I'm gonna make a separate video on balancing, so watch out for that. If I have any additional information to give you here or any additional tips, it would be to use a plastic head, guys. A lot of machines come with metal heads. Total liability to me, if you ask me, especially if you got people working for you. You use a plastic head and it's gonna be much more forgiving. Plastic does not scratch metal, I guarantee you that. You can be rough with it. You can train someone on the machine with a plastic head. And because everybody knows that you scratch somebody's wheel, they're gonna be pretty pissed. They're gonna want a replacement wheel and not just even the scratch taken out. So follow me, guys, like my channel and follow for more tips. I'm gonna be uploading lots of videos on tires. We got a full tire shop here with the mobile unit, KMJ TIRE. Yeah, follow and like for more, guys. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.